Hi there, Julian here. Okay, so what am I doing? I have so many books. I have too many books. So many books, in fact, that I can no longer fit all of my books into my bookshelf, which you can just see in the corner here. I have too many books, so I am throwing away some of these books. So, excuse me for doing this whilst I talk, but I'm running out of time. So here's a question. Here's a question that I get asked an awful lot. How long does it take to learn English? And another question that I often get asked is, how much does it cost to learn English? Well, now here's the thing. How long does it take to learn English? How much does it cost to learn English? Both of those questions are kind of like asking, how long is a piece of string? See, how long is a piece of string? Well, a piece of string could be this long, or it could be this long, or in fact, it could be as long as this whole roll. Well, basically, how long is a piece of string? It's as long as you want it to be. See, I need to tie these books, and I'm going to tie them up and I'm ready to throw away into the rubbish tomorrow. Let's see, I'm going to tie them up, maybe, I don't know, about this many at a time. So I've got this many books, I'm going to tie these up for the rubbish. So I just need a piece of string that is long enough to tie these for the rubbish. And there we go, that's not that much. Tie it there. Cut it off. Okay? So, how much string did we use there? Not much. Maybe 20, 30 centimeters. A little bit more. But not much more than that. Now you see, all I needed to do was tie these books. 30 centimeters, about 30 centimeters is more than enough. I don't need to measure out 10 meters of string. I don't need to go crazy with the string, measuring out miles or meters or whatever of string. Because all I need to do is tie these books. Now, it's the same when you're learning English. If all you need to do is learn a few phrases that you can use whilst you're on holiday, then you really don't need to spend much time or money learning English. However, if you want to do business in English, then you're going to need to spend a lot more time and probably a lot more money. When it comes to spending money on learning languages, I guess you can learn. If you use the internet, you can pretty much learn for free. But I think that really comes down to how much you want to spend on learning the language. How much you value learning the language. When I learned Japanese, I spent quite a lot of money on things like lesson subscriptions to Japanese Pod 101 and books and DVDs or whatever. I spent quite a lot of money on different things, but that is because I valued learning the language and I felt like it was worth the money. But you don't have to spend so much money. How much money do you want to spend? And how much time do you want to spend learning the language? So the question, how long will it take to learn English, is just not a very good one, I think. My advice to anybody is, don't think how long is it going to take to learn English. Because English is a huge subject. Think about it. I'm a native English speaker, but I am still learning English every day. Every native speaker still learns their native language every day. I remember reading somewhere that most people learn about 1,000 words a year. I'm not too sure how good that number is, but I read somewhere that people learn about 1,000 words a year, and that's an incredible number. This is native speakers, not second language learners. So, when you think about it like that, as a second language learner of English, the question of how long will it take to learn English just kind of seems impossible. And it is impossible. So my advice is to make a goal. Some small goal. Now that could be something as simple as ordering food in a restaurant when you're in America or in the UK. It could be something as simple as saying hello to your British neighbour. In English, of course. But it could be something big, for example, like conducting a meeting in English or giving a presentation in English. Set that goal, set a time limit, and then decide what do I need to do to achieve that goal. If you need to give a presentation in English, give yourself, say, 2 weeks. Decide what you need to learn in that 2 weeks and do it. If you need to spend money on it, that's fine. If you don't, do it for free. And then you can think, how long will it take? Because it's a small, achievable goal that you can do in a small amount of time. Okay, so I am going to get my books tied up with my string, and I am going to get these thrown out into the rubbish before I go out for my evening class. Okay, that's it for me today. Any questions, any feedback, anything at all? As always, leave a comment in the comments box, and I'll speak to you next time.